Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. It's Luke here. God, that was a fun old day on the trains today. Got in a little bit later to work, just got in a little bit later from home. God, my God, a hell of a lot of walking today. This video is about the news, basically that 6 more he wants. He does want 6 more, so it gives me hope, all from all that bad feeling that we had a couple of weeks ago. I feel a bit more positive. The fact that, it's coming out of really good sources that he's very, very keen on 6 players. And, we see I've seen Gonzo sat a lot, and, Gonzo inspires me on Hammers Chat Forum. He's no fool, David Moyes. He really isn't. I know we can sit here and go, he'll leave himself on a whim. But he's a clever guy. He is. He knows what we need. He knows that we were thin as it was, and the fact that we've lost your Yarmolenkos, the Nobles, the Fredericks, maybe we'll lose Masuaku as well. He knows we're thin, and he knows we've got to replace, and he knows that a slow rebuild needs to start happening because players like Ogbonna are reaching that older age, players like Cresswell not getting any younger, even Antonio himself, 32, hitting on to 33 nearly now. So it's good that he knows and there is a plan in place, and I really hope going forward for David Moyes that he's allowed that time to go on and build something really special, because I think that's what you need sometimes. I think a stability, a plan and an identity is definitely something that he's building with the club, and I think over time he really will take us on, and he has took us on with a real shoestring and a limited squad depth. Obviously, the next one looks like it could be, depending on what you read, it looks like we are going to bid for Broja, a player I really, really like. Rumours are you can get him anywhere for 25 to 30 million, but I've also literally just read an article before I did this video. There are rumours that the fee could be a 30 million difference, that we think he's 30 million, Chelsea potentially think he's 60 million. I don't know whether that's true or not, I don't know. And I don't know. For me, when you read, when I'm on Twitter, Chelsea fans, are quite keen to keep him, and they think that actually if Lukaku was to go, he would be good. And there are rumours that they might get Lewandowski in as well. So him and Lewandowski would, provide him with a decent squad depth and cover. I like Broja, and I think he'd be really, really good for us as well. I think he would suit our system. He's a bully. He's got good feet as well. We see that against us. 25 to 30 million is a really good price as well for a 22-year-old with loads of potential. I think a lot of people, some people are really harsh when they go, oh yeah, but he went off at the end of the season and stuff like that. At the end of the day, if he would have carried on the sort of early form that he had, West Ham wouldn't have had a chance to sign him, and that's what you have to look at. We're not there at getting players that can get 20, 30 goals a season. We're just not there. And if he would have gone on to get 30 goals, he'd be playing for Chelsea next year. So, if a striker can get 10, 12 goals, pitching with assists, and it's just looking at the style of play, he definitely suits our team, and I would be really, really happy with this. We'll see what happens. Again, I do think they might play some games because they do want Rice. Don't be surprised if they reject a bid and then they come in with a bid for Rice with him involved. Don't be surprised at that. We'll see. I could be proved wrong. We've seen it with Zuma. Obviously, Zuma did come, and I think Zuma was a really good price, and he's proved that. And he's been really, really good for us. When Chelsea fans come out with we should go, he's 60, 70 million because they've done it with Rice. The difference between Broja and Rice, with no disrespect, is that Chelsea want to sell Broja so they can go and get another player. We don't want to sell Declan Rice, and that is why that 120 million price tag's there. Whether you think Declan Rice is worth that or not is a completely different story. But we don't want to sell him. Chelsea do want to sell Broja, so that is where we can offer the 30 million. Hopefully it does get accepted, and a good Broja, and if it is to believe, like what I said at the start of the video, that it is 6 players that he's got to get in, another 4 hopefully will come in, free up the chances of Diop, Masuaku going, and then it also gives you more money. If I'm looking at who the other players could be, obviously Emmanuel Dennis is very heavily linked on the left-hand side. Dwight McNeil as well for the 15 million. Definitely a left-sided player I think is going to come in. Or maybe Ishmael Starr. I know he's a right footer, but maybe he'll play him on the left and he'll cut in on his right, like how Bowen plays on the left. Plays on the right, cuts in on his left. I know he likes that. He likes wingers that cut in. It's a very modern thing in the game now. You know, Man City do it. Mahrez cuts in from the right-hand side, and you've got the others on the other side that do that. Salah does it, obviously plays right-hand side, left-footed. Messi, right-hand side, left-footed. So it's a very modern thing. So yeah, I do think a left-sided player will sign. If I had to pick the others, definitely we've got to be looking at a centre midfielder. We know we're looking at certain players. I don't think it will be Ward-Prowse. But I do think a centre midfielder will come in, and obviously a left back would probably be the other one. And if you have to include Areola, so really it's 5 more players rather than the 6, because Areola is probably one of those 6. But hopefully, like I say, in 2 weeks' time, you know, it seems that deals might take about 3 weeks for us. In about 2 weeks' time, hopefully another one comes in. Hopefully Areola first, because I do believe there's only, I think, 9 days before that goes, you know, that option to have first refusal on him, basically. So we do need to get that done pretty sharpish, or otherwise other clubs will have that option to come in. One good bit of news, obviously Newcastle were sniffing around, but it does seem now that Nick Pope's going to go there. So for me personally, that would say that maybe Areola's already done, and Newcastle know that, and that's why they've moved on to Pope. Hopefully. One last thing. I know I said move on, and I hope we do move on. Don't worry, I still want to sign this guy, right? Jesse Lingard. Let's just throw it in there, last minute of this video. Jesse Lingard, I wouldn't turn down being at West Ham if the price was right. You know, I'm talking maybe 100 grand a week and whatever he's signing on bonus. 180 grand, no, and I don't believe anyone will pay that. There are rumours that we're still there, we're still going to keep looking at him, and it is worth it. But do not sacrifice other targets that are on that list by waiting for Jesse Lingard. If other targets come in, brilliant, and Jesse Lingard's still there, and you think, you know what, yeah, go on, last couple of days, we're getting brilliant. But do not sit there waiting around for him. I don't want to see that. But yeah, it's one of those. I think the longer it goes on that clubs are not coming in for him, like I said, I don't even think Newcastle would pay him 180 grand a week. I really, really don't. But we'll see. Anyway, guys, quick video for you today. Long old day today. Loads of walking. Very, very tired. Hopefully there's some more news tomorrow. Thanks for all the brilliant comments that have come recently in the videos. It's been an absolute pleasure reading them and, you know, talking to you guys. My hashtag for today is, let's try and make it relevant to what's going on today. Hashtag strike while the iron's hot. There you go. A little train strike pun for you. Hashtag strike while the iron's hot. Come in your irons, keep believing. Let's go.